there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Welcome to your reading for the new moon in Gemini. This new moon happens on the 17th or the 18th, depending on where you are in the world. But here in the Eastern time zone of the United States, it happens at 12:37 a.m. on the 18th. It is happening at 26 degrees and, what is it, 43 minutes. So this new moon, every new moon becomes a full moon eventually, and this new moon is just like the one we had in Taurus in that it doesn't become a full moon until the end of 2029. So it's got a 6.5 year cycle. Cancer one coming up is also on the same trajectory, and then we're back to normal new moons that will be the intermediate steps. But we're over the course of these 3 moons here, we are having an opportunity to kind of plan ahead, create a 6-year plan. Where do we want to be at the end of the decade? Where do we want to be at the end of the age of Pisces as we step into this new energy? And so there's a lot coming at us that's giving us an opportunity to really focus on that. So it's a very supportive moon as far as planning ahead about what it is that you want. You have here the universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and to believe. So whatever it is that you choose to intend to focus on during the energy of this new moon here, the universe is supportive of it. So they're saying dream big, don't limit yourself, and let's focus on what that will feel like when you get there, and we'll help you along the way to show you the steps, which is really cool energy. So your challenge here, you have very interesting. You have the 6 into the 7 of Wands, and so there is the rain here and the rainbow. And so there is a victory that comes in after the storm. There's a victory that comes in after the storm, and you guys have been through a storm, obviously, right? The South Node rolling through your sign. And so over the course of the next 1.5 years or so, while the North Node has moved on and the South Node is now going into Libra, you are going to find that is a time for integration. And here, when you light the energy of you, right, this one single flame here on the 7 of Wands, the wood here is all wet from the storm. The success is wet, right? But when you strike a match and you allow it, your inner light, your inner fire, to dry out the wood, right? To allow everything to become back into the right, I'm getting habitat, environment, those are not the words I'm looking for, but the right conditions for what means success to you. These sticks are standing up, they're airing out, they're drying off. But this is you. This is the light of you. And this is you determining what creates success in your life. And so you're being supported in this journey by spirit, right? The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and to believe. And so after the storm and the rainbow comes out, that's the promise. That's the hope. That's the hope of the better future. And then you go and you collect those things, those pieces that you want to salvage, or you go and collect new stick. I don't know, but it's you right here. It's the light of you. What have you learned? How have you grown? And how are you going to use it to manifest and create the fire of success in your own life? That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Let's look for some opportunities here to go with that. But that's pretty powerful. I just want to, it's really important that we choose our words carefully, that we speak only in the positive of what it is we want to create and manifest, so that we're only bringing in the good things. That you would get this card here makes me laugh. You have behind the mask. And then you have playing it safe, behind the picket fence. While you are going through this process of figuring out who you are now, because you've undergone a serious transformation, right? It's kind of like, it would seem to me, I'm not a snake, so I can't tell you for sure, but I would think that as you go through the painful process of shedding that skin, you have to crawl over really rough terrain in order to get the skin to remove itself. And then I would think the skin underneath would be tender and needs to be only in the cool grasses and given time to acclimate to the environment outside of the covering that it was under before. And so you have an opportunity here, especially over the next year and a half during this integration phase while the South Node is going through Libra, to really pull your energy within and see what it is that really matters to you. This is your own inner divine light. And so I feel like I'm preaching to the choir when I say to Scorpio, you don't need to put it all out there and tell everybody what you're doing and what you're thinking. You don't usually anyway. But I think a lot of people get mad at you when you don't, for good reasons. There's the reasons when you're in a partnership and you keep things from your partner, it's really uncomfortable. So you're going to have to, if you're in a partnership, that might be the person that you have to let in on some of this stuff, right? Maybe not everything, but definitely, you know, there's a need to deepen a relationship through actual intimate conversation, right? Most of the rest of the world is another business, so who cares, right? So whatever it is that you are trying to manifest and create for yourself, I almost feel like here the sticks are all every which way. And here they are kind of neatly stacked. And I think that you are redefining what means success to you. What means success to you? And so while you're doing that, there's this quiet and this meditation and this space where you're allowing yourself to feel safe and secure in order to figure out what it is that you're going to do next. But whatever it is, because she's definitely up in her head and she's thinking, right? She's like kind of daydreaming kind of energy. And again, the universe totally supports your every thought. And what you choose to believe. So when you're choosing to believe, I hope you're choosing to believe that you are worthy. You are worthy of whatever it is that you truly want and desire. That will go a long way to helping to manifest and create it and bring it into your life. Venus is really about that kind of energy, self-empowerment, self-worth, and self-esteem. And she's spending quite a bit of time in Leo. She's going to be there from June into October. And so we're working with her energy over there. I invite you to come over to Facebook where we're doing that. It's free. Hopefully it'll help you. Look, you have the bluebird of happiness. I honestly, this is your time to heal and to find what means joy to you. What brings in the joy and the happiness into your life? What is it that enables you? But the thing about the bluebird of happiness too, it has all this blue, right? That's your truth. It's your truth that matters, right? And then this orangey red, it is it's hard to tell. I think it's more orange. When I look at a bluebird, it looks like their underside is more orange, which would make it more sacral chakra. So this is because your basic needs being met, that's red. But this is your creative fire. This is your sexuality and how you want to express it. This is the Kundalini energy rising, but it's rising up through what is true for you. This looks like the Kundalini energy rising also. This pulling up of your energy and allowing it to really flow through all of you and light the fire of passion in you for what it is you truly want and desire. But there's a necessity to take this slow and easy while you figure out what it is. And for those of you that are going through, because South Node going through your Sun will cause major changes. So for those of you who have changed careers or jobs, or you've left school and you're starting a new phase of your life, or you're going through relationship phase changes, or whatever it is, like it could be something from you're letting go of it just being the two of you to now it's the three or maybe four of you. God bless you if you had twins. Or it could be that the stage in life has shifted and changed and you're leaving the workforce to go into retirement or whatever it is. There's some major shift or change that has happened. There's no doubt that you're moving from one phase to another. And it doesn't, and it's a letting it go because it no longer serves you. And so you might be going from single to married. It doesn't really matter. The South Node moving through your sign is ending one phase of your life and bringing in another. But that new phase is tender and needs to be nurtured and cared for and safe and protected. And you need to stand in your truth as you move through that energy. And you're being supported. Don't forget that. All right. Oh, look, you have the bluebird of happiness, and then you have the card of happiness. And I love it because we have these two little dolphins here. For some of you, this stage is moving into a collaborative effort with someone else. And for some of you, it could be that. But no matter what, this is like soulmate energy. So it could be with getting together with friends or whatever. But this is about finding out where you fit in, where you belong. And reminding you that happiness is so important. And then we have the card of diligence, and this is it's a turn, I think, TURN. Is it TERN? Anyways, it's a bird. It's like a seagull. This is diligence, and look at the black and the white though. That's the thing. It's kind of like this energy of keeping things in balance. Like, and it's funny because the tips are black, and that's your subconscious, and then there's the white of your conscious mind. And so as you're moving through life, but it's sort of like, but not everybody can see everything because the tips, it's not all exposed. It's not all exposed. Very interesting. I find that really interesting and very Scorpio. So. You know what's funny is they're not talking about the bird at all here, which is all I can see. They're talking about the fact that he's flying over fields, fields that were left fallow, to allow things to break down, to nurture the ground, to bring things back into balance, to end cycles of pests and stuff. So by having nothing for the pests to grow on, they move forward. And so it's about becoming more healthy and more vibrant. Oh my God, talk about South Node going through your sign. Okay, so there are times to the lighting. There is times in life to step forward and to take risks, but there are other times to be patient, step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits will gain you in the future and will be worth it. Be attentive, meticulous, and persistent. Use this time to plan action steps for the future. Be diligent and consistent in each step as you move forward. By doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead. And like I said, it's a 6-year cycle. And so you will eventually get to the part where you're starting to see results. It's just give it some time. It's okay to play it safe and keep some stuff to yourself, because what you're working on is learning what makes you happy and how to nurture that and keep that in balance in your life so that you can bring and draw and attract to yourself the happiness that you deserve. Okay, that you desire, yes, but that you deserve. So this is a time for deliberate organization, cleaning your house, clearing clutter in your life. And so cleaning a house could literally mean cleaning your house, but it has often things to do with your physical body. What can you let go of? Unhealthy habits. If you are, I don't know, a smoker, which I find a lot of Scorpios are, that is doing more to shorten your lifespan than anything else you're doing. So maybe this is an opportunity, and we're a little grumpy when we stop smoking, so maybe being off by yourself is helpful, right? All right, so be thoughtful about how you spend your time and be discerning when choosing with whom you spend it with, right? Who do you want to spend your time with? Only choose to spend your time with those that you enjoy their company, and you're not obligated to hang out with people that you do not enjoy, right? So clear out relationships that do not support you, it goes on to say. And then we have the card of happiness. And so I feel like if you're diligent now, you move much more quickly toward this card of happiness. So I don't think you can skip the step, is basically what it feels like. Don't skip the step of going through the integration process, where you continue to do the work that has started with the South Node moving through your sign. The thing about the happiness, it says to embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much, too fast can be overwhelming. So there's a timing aspect. So allow things to progress. Nurture and take care of yourself. Slow and steady. It's okay. You don't have to rush from one situation into the other. Allow yourself the healing process, right? So it's like after you have surgery, you need the recovery time. And if you jump up and you head straight back to work, chances are you're going to end up back in the hospital, right? So that's a metaphor for something in your life where you have made a big shift and change, and you need to allow the healing to happen, allow it to completely heal before you start moving forward on the next phase. But the idea here is that you're moving to a great happiness. You have a lot of potential for happiness here in the future, right? Right, Scorpio, you guys take really good care of yourself. I'm on Facebook every day. Do the astrology there. We're doing the Venus transit. And if you would like a personal reading, I did open up my calendar for the summer. It's been filling up really fast. I have some dates still available in the middle of July and some in the middle of August. So email me. The link is in the description box below if you want to set up a reading. Okay, it's been a long day. And you guys take good care, and I'll talk to you soon.